Hey guys, let me show you how to make this delicious pumpkin soup. So, as someone that lives in diaspora, sometimes I run out of egwusi, and this is the closest seed that I will get from the store to make egwusi soup. So, into the pot, I add beef and chicken. I'm not adding a lot of like dry fish and all of that. This soup is particularly for my son because his favorite is egwusi. So, I am making this soup for him. There's no stock fish and dry fish. I don't want to waste that, okay, because he doesn't like all of them. So I'm making it with beef and chicken. So I am using collard green. Collard green will give you a closer we give you a taste of ugu if you're the one that like to use ugu to cook your soup. So use collard green to make your egusi soup is the best. I'm gonna blanch it by adding hot water and let it stay for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then I will discard the water and then rinse it again and set aside. While you are doing all of that, make sure that you look out for the sand at the end. Don't just rinse it. Make sure that you check for the sand, okay? As you can see, there's a lot of sand down there, so I make sure that I'm so careful. So after that, add cold water and rinse and set aside. This is what we'll have. So yeah, this is pumpkin seed. I usually buy this from a store called Winco. If you live in California, Winco is where you can get this in bulk. You can still buy online. So this is what it looks like. You know, it looks like egusi, just the color is just green, right? So I'm using 2.5 cups. So make sure you wash it too. Don't just add it like that. I wash it, and then after washing it, I add it to the blender. Now the secret to this soup is adding all these ingredients. I added onions, salt, and the ube. I added maggi, and also I'll be adding a little bit of crayfish. It's also important. And then finally add warm water. So after adding warm water, go ahead and blend it. Why am I adding all these ingredients? I start to create a very delicious flavor for this pumpkin seed. Okay, so now after about 15 minutes the meat is cooked, then let's fry the pumpkin. So add onions, oil and onions, then fry it for like 2 to 3 minutes. And then I have, some pepper. Then add your pepper that you blend. If you don't have pepper, you can go ahead and do it like that without pepper. So after adding pepper, go ahead and add the pumpkin paste. Add everything together. We're going to fry this for about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you are frying on a low heat and you don't have to go out. You can't leave this to do something else. So after frying for 15 minutes, this is what we have. I add it to the pot of cooked meat. I forgot to bring out this pepper. That's how I cook. I usually cook with the pepper, and when it's soft, I'll bring it out and mash it and put it back. At this point, add hot water. Okay, so after adding hot water, I'm going to add more of ingredient. If need be, you have to test. I feel like I needed to add more ube, add a little bit of crayfish, and then that's it. Give it a quick stir. It's just the same way that we make our egusi soup. After cooking for about 5 minutes, I add the vegetable. Okay, it's very simple. When you live in diaspora, sometimes you can't get all the Nigerian food when you go to your regular store. You have to go all the way to African store, and if you live where you are not close to African store, you end up find options or alternative. So since I find this, whenever I run out of egusi, I go and I use pumpkin seeds. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're gonna try this. Even if you have a goosey, try this pumpkin. It's an option, right? So this is another pepper I find out. I'm gonna mash it and put it back. So everything is ready. You can pair it with your gari, your swallow. My family, my son love it with brown rice fufu. So yeah, this is the end result of this pumpkin soup, and it tastes so good. Make sure you add ube and crayfish. It will take away the taste of pumpkin and give you the nature or the natural taste of our egusi soup. Make sure you add ube. It's so funny. But guys, this is the end results. Yeah, are you going to try this? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much.